Hello, friends and enemies. I just wanted to pop in here and say that this video was actually filmed in August 2021. It's February now. Yeah, so never underestimate my ability to procrastinate editing. So yeah, just enjoy the video, I guess. Hello, friends. Today we are going to be doing something that I have been wanting to do for a very long time. I've been wanting to do a Grishaverse video since I started my channel because I love it so much. For those of you who are not aware, the Grishaverse is a fictional universe and a book series. I think I started it like a year ago, and then I wasn't really into it at first, but then I got back into it with the show that came out based on the first series. So I've been working my way through the universe since then. So I wanted to make a little ship ranking video. These are just my personal opinions, and this is a pre-made template. So I'm gonna include some ships that weren't on the already made template. Just a warning, there will be some spoilers ahead for this universe. So I'd say watch this video at your own risk if you plan on reading the Grishaverse at all. I have my screen recording up right now. So let me explain the tier titles to you right now. So the first tier is called Perpetually Screaming. And I think that pretty much explains itself. If some ship is in this tier, it means that I was at one time perpetually screaming about it. A lot of emotions come with this tier, I think. And even when I don't show outside emotions, I'm always perpetually screaming inside about this ship. So the bar is really high. Next tier is Rent Free, which is pretty self-explanatory too. It's just in my head all the time. Even if I'm not screaming inside, it's always there. You know, it's always there. Next one is Love That For You. This one it's for ships that I don't have problems with, but other people really ship it, and you know, I love that for them. That's great for them. It's not for me. But the next ship tier is I Don't Know Her. I Don't Know Her is exactly what it sounds like. It's a ship that I would like to ignore. I would like to pretend that I never saw this ship. Last tier, I thought of this title myself. It's called Yes Mourners, Yes Funerals, because some ships just need to die. Yeah, they need to go. So yes mourners, yes funerals. We are mourning, we are holding a funeral. The ship is not sailing, the ship is shipwrecked. And let's just get into ranking this. So the first ship looks like Zoya and Nikolai, and I'm gonna put that in Rent Free. Okay. Oh, so I should say first that I've only read up to the end of King of Scars in the Grishaverse. I haven't read Rule of Wolves yet. But Zoya and Nikolai, their romance kind of develops in King of Scars, the last book that I read, and I really liked their chemistry. They both have such awesome personalities and
witty banter.
Zoya is very much a pessimist and Nikolai is an optimist, but they're both facing so many hardships, and they're just working together to get this country back on its feet, and that's really inspiring. I really like to see them together in the next book. Just going to the next one. This looks like Adric and Leonie, or Adric and Leonie. I'm gonna put that in Rent Free, I think, also. I think it's the same thing. This is a very new ship too. It only occurred in King of Scars, and I felt like it was just a really cute ship. Actually, it's kind of the opposite of the last ship that I just did, because in this ship, the boy is very pessimistic and the girl is really optimistic. So that's really interesting. And I like that dynamic. I feel like they balance each other out really well, and they have a lot of mutual respect for each other. Next ship is I think that, wait. Oh, yeah, that's, the next ship is Nadia and Tamar. I think I'm gonna put this in rent-free as well. Putting so many things in rent-free. I think this ship started like around Siege and Storm, Moon and Rising. And they're both so strong in such different ways. Like, they're so cute and wholesome, but they're also so badass and so, like, such warriors at the same time. And then, like, reading King of Scars and
getting to see them all say, like, oh, like, that's my wife. They don't even say that. I'm totally paraphrasing.
That's so cute they finally got to get married. Okay, the next one is Nina and Matthias. I am perpetually screaming about this couple. It's true. They had everything. It's kind of a forbidden love, and they come from like totally opposite ends of a feud. Like a witch hunter and a witch. That's pretty much the worst possible combination. Like, how could they make that work? And unfortunately, I wish I could change their ending, and that's why I'm perpetually screaming.
But even before that, I was perpetually screaming.
The relationship that they made is so beautiful, despite all the darkness around them, and I wish that they could have had a happier ending. So that's why it's perpetually screaming, because I'm shook, my insides are shaking, I'm screaming. Next one is Kaz and Inej. Yep.
Yeah.
I'm even more perpetually screaming about this one. I will always be screaming about it because they are such a rare couple that you see in YA fantasy because of their heavy past traumas, and the fact that they can like support each other but also let each other figure out their traumas on their own and slowly opening up to each other.
So beautiful.
The first time that I was really hooked on to this ship was when Kaz ripped out that guy's eye. I was like, that is the man for her. He just cares about her so much and she values him so much. Next one. I think this is David and Jenya. And this is going rent-free. Similar to Kaz and Inej, Jenya's had a lot of trauma in her past, and I'm so grateful that she's had David to help her through that. And I love that they are both so dedicated to their studies and their work, and they're both geniuses, and they're both fabricators. Okay, next one is Jesper and Wylan. I think I'm gonna put that in rent-free. There's a theme going on here. Jesper and Wylan, I just think they are so cute and wholesome as well. These two both have things that they're struggling with. Jesper's addiction to gambling and his past of not wanting to disappoint his father and hiding that he's a Grisha. And Wylan's implied dyslexia and his father treating him like garbage because he's not like a reliable heir. I think they just find so much comfort in each other that way. I do love the scene where Jesper accidentally kisses Kuwei instead of Wylan. That was really interesting. Anyway, next one is Mal and Alina. Perpetually screaming. This ship sent me into like a spiral. And I was just, like, it was a spiral inside, but on the outside, I was just like, my mind is blank. The only thing there is Melina. In the first book, I wasn't all for Melina. I feel like Mal gets a lot more hate than he deserves because looking back, he actually loved her all this time. And obviously, like, in the show, they really improve him a lot. But looking back, I mean, he journeyed across the permafrost for her and wrote her letters every day. And I'm thinking about that paragraph where she's like,
I was thinking of you every day. I wrote you letters every day.
And he's like, well, I thought of you every hour. I wrote to you every chance I got. And that is so hard to watch in the first book because you're like,
What did they see? How much they mean to each other?
and it's all part of the Darkling's game. But yeah, I just love the slow burn childhood friends to lovers over this whole trilogy. If you don't know, this is a spoiler, they marry each other and become like normal people, which is like, I feel like that never happens at the end of fantasy books. They are soulmates. Okay, now we're getting controversial. I'm putting this one in I Don't Know Her because I just want to not see it. I can see why people like it because they balance each other out really well, like in a magical sense, because she's the light, he's the dark. And I just feel like that's a cool dynamic to have. But in reality,
He's an awful person. He's like 300 years old. He has killed many thousands of people.
he's just betrayed her so many times. He's captured her. There's a list of evil deeds that this man has wrought upon Alina. I see it. I see the appeal, but I don't love that for you because I feel like it's just really toxic. Yes, that is the reason that I do not ship Dark Lena.
Also, why is his name the Dark Lord?
The next ship, the last ship that this template has given me, is Nina and Hannah. I'm actually really torn between this ship because I haven't read Rule of Wolves yet, and this ship has only been evolving for one book so far. I feel like Nina was still grieving when she met Hannah. Maybe Hannah's exactly what she needs right now. I just really loved how they were really cute together. I keep saying cute this whole video. I just love how they like met at the convent. Is that what it's called? And that she like pretends to be her teacher to teach her like Grisha magic. And then the y'all broom twist that Hannah is Hannah Broom. I'm gonna put this in, at this point it's rent free, but we'll see what happens in Rule of Wolves, and it could very well move to Perpetually Screaming because I just love Nina so much, and I feel like Hannah compliments Nina in a different way than Matthias did, but it still feels right. So now we're gonna get into the ships that I did not already have on this template that I found, but I still wanted to talk about it. So the first one is Alina and Nikolai. I'm gonna put this in Love That For You because I don't hate the ship. I don't have any problems with it, except that I personally don't ship it. I feel like they were drawn together. I didn't really feel like they had chemistry in the book, even though Nikolai can be like charming with anyone. Nikolai, when he proposed to her, felt a bit pressured to get a queen, and I think Alina was just never meant to be queen. I don't think she has the qualities of a queen. So that's my opinion on that. The next one is Jesper and Kuwei. This is kind of hypothetical except for that one scene in Six of Crows. And I'm gonna put this in Love That For You because if you like that, like, I'm not mad at you, but he belongs with Wylan. But I mean, Kuwei is so funny and so innocent, and like, if he likes Jesper, good for him. Good for him for shooting his shot. You may have noticed that there are no more ships in the Yes Mourners, Yes Funerals tier. And that is because I made them myself. I mean, they're not made up. They're in the story. The first one is Zaya and Mao. I feel like this is just really self-explanatory. Like, I don't think anyone ships this. I don't understand why they do. Zoya and Mao had a bit of a fling at the start of Shadow and Bone. Mao also kissed Zoya in Siege and Storm when Alina and Mao were in a rough place and they were fighting a lot. Anyway, yeah, obviously they just belong with different people. So I think they were both a little lost when they were with each other. And that's why I put them in Yes Mourners, Yes Funerals, because it does not deserve to see the light of day anymore. But yeah, I think that pretty much wraps it up. Those are all the ships that I am ranking in the Grishaverse today. Comment down below if you agree, if you disagree with any of these opinions. Let me know. Yeah, no mourners, no funerals. Bye!